In 2014, a man named Alex hit a big fortune that later became his big misfortune. He received a grant from the government. This grant was worth $100,000 at the time. Prior to this big fortune, he was a person who, on average, would struggle to get a decent meal. His 9-to-5 job barely sustained him. He was just getting by. After he hit this fortune, his life changed drastically. He could afford anything he wants now. First thing he did was quit his job. He became the type that spent every Friday night at clubs. He would leave his home to lodge in the expensive hotels where he spent lavishly on hot girls in his city. And it continued like that. It was only a matter of time till the whole fortune was exhausted and he was forced back to his default mode, where he struggled to get a decent meal. They had to embrace the 9-to-5 job he had dumped earlier. Now it's even worse, because going back to penury after tasting luxury is very difficult. This is one of the disasters we see when people are exposed to wealth so large that their mind is too myopic to contain. Do you know that feeling of someone running on a treadmill? They work very hard, sweat profusely, legs moving really fast, yet they never get anywhere. This is exactly what happens with money for most people. They make budgets, take side jobs, say positive things to themselves, but nothing changes. From month to month, they live paycheck to paycheck. The reason is that the real problem is yet to be addressed. This problem is not on the physical cash, it's elsewhere. You can't focus on external factors when the actual problem is hidden somewhere inside you. It's like an invisible wall blocking your money flow. The invisible wall is best called poverty mentality. This mindset isn't just about not having money, it's how you see the whole world. It's a story you tell yourself over and over, such that it had gradually become part of you. The voice telling you there's never enough money. Money is hard to make. You must be a crook to get rich. You don't deserve to be wealthy. It's for a certain class of people. You have to struggle to make a living. These aren't just thoughts, they're like commands you're giving to the universe. You're basically saying, this is the life I want to live, and the universe is left with no choice but grant your desires. Your energy is like a river. Money and good opportunities flow down this river toward you. Poverty mentality is like dropping a huge rock right in the middle of the river. You can try doing anything you wish, but until you move that rock, the water will always be blocked. This block often isn't even yours to begin with. It usually comes from upbringing and environmental influences. Did you grow up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that? Your parents said these things because they cared about you. They said it to have you curtail your cravings and excesses. The flip side of it is the imaginary conditioning it brought. It's like having a thermostat in your house. You might want it to be 80 degrees, but if the thermostat is set to 65, the air conditioning will kick in and cool it back down every time it gets warmer. Even if you suddenly hit excess money like Alex did, an unnecessary pull to spend immediately comes so that you dissipate them, and your financial capacity stays within that capacity which your mind can control. The deeper programming always wins. This is why positive thinking and affirmations will not always work. You're saying, I want $1 million, but your mental capacity is only prepared for $1,000. You want to be a CEO, but your mental capacity is that of an average peasant. Can't you see it shall be difficult to succeed? Here are 4 steps to lift this block from your mind. It takes honesty and courage. 1. Notice your hidden thoughts. You can't fix what you don't know. Your job is to be very attentive of the thoughts you hold in your mind. For the next 7 days, just watch your thoughts about money. Don't judge them, just notice them. When you see a nice car, what is the first thought that comes to your mind? Do you admire it, or you try to curse the owner? Most times these curses come from a place of envy, which on its own stems from poverty mentality. When you check your bank account, what goes through your head? Do you see yourself as always poor and never deserving of abundance? When a friend gets a raise, are you truly happy for them, or do you feel jealous and covetous? Write these thoughts down in a notebook. Being conscious of them is where your breakthrough starts. 2. Let go of the past. Focus on the future. As I said earlier, your upbringing, past experiences, and environment always contribute to your narrative on money. Maybe you made a bad financial choice in the past that keeps haunting you. Maybe you grew up in a poor background. Maybe you feel guilty for wanting more than your parents had. These are the limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. You must find a means to erase them from your mind. From this point, you are beholding the future from a place of abundance and optimism. 3. Cultivate the habit of gratitude. You cannot feel grateful and feel like you don't have enough at the same time. They can't exist together. Gratitude is the most powerful tool to change your mind from scarcity to abundance. You must have heard about the concept of law of attraction. Sincere gratitude is the most potent tool in its toolbox. Here's a good way to get at it. Every morning, meditate on things you have and suppress the desire of ones you lack. Even though I'm not yet where I want to be at the moment, I'm grateful I'm no longer where I used to be. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head, even though I'm yet to afford my own house. I'm grateful for the gift of life. When you remember that, there are people who only wish to be where you are but cannot. For some reasons beyond their influence, you see more reasons to be genuinely thankful. You can make extra effort by going to the hospital where you see people with all manner of medical conditions so you understand the privilege you have. The attitude of gratitude opens door of abundance to you in ways you can never imagine. It changes your inner thermostat from someone who doesn't have enough to someone who is blessed beyond all measure in every situation. 4. Let money flow through you. This is where you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Money is energy. To receive it, you have to let it move. Holding on to every penny too tightly signals fear. It tells the universe you don't trust that more money is coming. For this reason, you need to cultivate the habit of giving. Give to charity. Buy coffee for the person behind you in line. Help a friend in need. It doesn't have to be a lot. $1 given with joy is more powerful than $100 given with anger or resentment. This action proves to your own mind that you are not a dead end. You are like a pipe that money flows through. It alerts the universe to expose more opportunities to you so you continue to dissipate the energy.